You keep hearing, just be grateful for what you have. Your 30s are supposed to be your prime. Stop overthinking, enjoy the moment. Let me tell you something, gratitude does not fix misalignment. You can be thankful and still deep down know this is not it. This job, this relationship, this body, this version of you. Happiness in your 30s doesn't come from settling. Happiness in your 40s doesn't come from settling. It comes from finally deciding that you're not available for a life that does not feel good, regardless of what other people have to say about what your life looks like and what you have. So if you've been low-key miserable but smiling through it, here is your wake-up call. Let's talk about what to do when you are ready to change it. The greatest piece of advice I could give, as someone who is a mom of two, left their job at the age of 23 to go full-time in business, made their first 6 figures in 18 months, did over $500,000 in revenue in my own business in my 20s, working 20 hours or less per week, mind you. I'm gonna tell you something, okay? I'm gonna be totally straight up with you, and this is gonna be a tough love, YouTube video, is that when you decide there's something happening in your life that you don't like, you have the ability to change it. There is no need for you to keep living in an environment where you feel like the environment's not serving you. And that goes for job, career, relationships. Now that I'm in my 30s, I am in the no settle mindset. If you cannot say right now while you're watching this video, like, my life is amazing and I'm happy with every single thing in my life, then there's something in your life that you have the ability to change and that you could change it. You don't have to keep living just because other people think it looks good. Like, if I would have looked at my 23-year-old self, I would have just said, okay, well, I'm cool with having a consistent job. I'm in school. I have a vehicle to drive and I'm getting a steady paycheck. My rent is paid. Like, I should just be happy because that's what people say a 23-year-old should have. Because nobody's walking around saying a 23-year-old should have a 6-figure business. Nobody's walking around saying a 26-year-old should be making $10, $15, $20, $25,000 a month cash flow. I decided that I wasn't okay with just the average. And so I went for more. And if you're watching this video, it's because you're literally searching for videos about how to no longer live like in the average state. The key is that when you find something that you don't like, to not sit on it. Like, don't sit with it. Don't be still with it. You know what I mean? Like, decide what you don't like about your life right now and then do whatever it takes to change that thing. Ask yourself, why haven't I changed it yet? And what can I do to change it? As a 3rd-generation entrepreneur, I grew up knowing there's always another option. If you don't like the way that your life looks like, you do not have to wait for someone to give you permission for you to live this life that you've literally been gifted to live. Decide what you don't like about your life right now, and then ask yourself, why haven't I changed it yet? Now, when you ask yourself, why haven't I changed it yet? You are going to get some insight on what your limiting beliefs are around what you think is and is not possible for you. I could have said, decide what you don't like about your life and then change it. But instead, what I said was, decide what you don't like about your life and then ask yourself why you haven't changed it. And that is going to give you a more useful answer than what you would have come up with if I would have said, oh, just change it. Because that's the advice that you get. The advice that you get on the internet is, oh, you don't like your life? Just change it. Like, no. I need you to ask yourself why you haven't done anything to change it thus far. That's going to tell you what your mindset blocks are. If the only thing that was required for identity shifting and the only thing that was required for identity change was the decision, then every single time you decided you were going to do something, then you would do it. But that doesn't always happen. We decide we're going to lose weight, consistent on our diet, going to the gym consistently, that we're going to drink more water. It doesn't always happen. If you're going to be someone different, you have to do something different. You have to believe something different. Honestly, it's lack of direction, lack of support. If you have decided that you want your life to look different, then you need to be working on getting some assistance in order to do that. Get radically honest. Stop sugarcoating. Stop lying to yourself. You're saying like, oh, it's fine. Oh, it's just familiar. Oh, it's always been this way. Like, no, stop doing that. You're like selling yourself on the idea of something that you don't like. Write it down, say it out loud, call it what it is. Hey, I have such and such job and they treat me this way and I don't like it. That's a great place to start. Pick one area to shift. Please, for the love of God, stop trying to change everything about yourself in 24 hours. Stop giving yourself, I got 6 months to lock in. I'm gonna change this and this and this. And you wanna look at just one thing that's gonna move the needle. If this 3-month or 6-month period is gonna be, I'm focusing on my health, then I'm gonna change my health. Career, then I'm gonna change my career. My friendship circles, I'm working on my love life and having healthy relationships or healthy dating relationships, then focus on it. Start there. Movement doesn't come from clarity. Clarity comes from movement. So if you pick one area and then you find a coach that can help you in that area, or you find a life coach, because life coaches can help you in more than one area, you hone in on the one place where you want to make progress, then they're going to help you make progress. And I promise you, you're going to move a lot faster, a lot farther. Make a 30-day no excuses plan. The first 30 days after you decide, my life is not going to look like this in the next 3 months. My life is not going to look like this in 6 months. I ask my clients all the time, what happens if 6 months from now, your life is in the exact same place it's in right now? When I ask people that question, they're always like, oh no, it's not going to look like that. If you do not make a decision, it is going to look like that. Like, you're lying to yourself. That's why the first thing that I put on the list was stop sugarcoating it. Like, get radically honest with yourself, because if you're not actually changing what you're putting in, then the output is going to look exactly the same. What is that quote by Albert Einstein? It says, like, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Identity shifting is not caused from you wishing things were different, but not actually doing anything different and not actually taking any steps, not actually making any sacrifices. A lot of people deal with like, oh, I was motivated and I was doing the things and then I wasn't motivated anymore. And then I was motivated and then I wasn't motivated anymore. If you want to take advantage of that uphill incline of feeling motivated, that means that you need a coach. Like, you need a coach, not a therapist. We're talking about moving forward here. You need a coach, because what's going to happen is, if you want to stay in that state of motivation, when you get a coach is going to help you stay in that state of motivation. They're going to help you curate that environment to be successful. They're going to give you pieces and things to hold you accountable that keep you moving along the path to get to your ultimate goal. It is not going to be easy. At no point in time was there a decision that actually catapulted me forward that was easy. There was always a sacrifice entailed. It was always me having to step up and be a different version of myself. Your next level is going to require you to let go of something. Might be money, time, people, something, a place. Okay, it's going to be one of those things, but it's going to require you to let go of something. And I want you to start to identify, what is it that I need to let go of? Because once you let go of that thing and you shift and say, okay, I've let go of this thing. Now, what do I need to do in order to step into that new identity? That's when your life is going to start to change. That's all I have for y'all today. Thank y'all for sticking with me while I did my slick back bun. We about to go coach. I love you, mean it. Bye.